That's right, you read the title. And about 50% of you are very confused on why I had to say that. This is a video I've been meaning to make for a while now, and especially in recent, videos I've made and recent discussions I've had with other content creators. I've had something on my mind that I feel like I just really need to spell out on camera and just to let you guys know what I'm feeling and what I've been thinking of. And I apologize for how this recording is set up. I just really wanted to turn on the camera and talk, so not gonna be much of edits happening, so just bear with me as I go through this. So recently, if you guys haven't noticed, I made a video on Project Hero, which is an amazing fan project that is pretty much an engine test of Sonic's controls, his movements, the physics that are used in that engine. And as you guys saw in my video, I loved it. I absolutely loved it, and I still hold up to the statement that it is the best control I've ever felt for 3D Sonic. But I've noticed an influx in hate comments directed at Sonic Team because of this project. And I'm not saying this is Hero's fault, by the way. Hero, the person who made, I absolutely adore Hero, and I hope he continues to do what he wants with this project. But I've definitely noticed an influx in hate comments directed at Sonic Team, and I just want to make it clear that even though in that video I said, I hope Sonic Team can learn something from this, I really mean that with the utmost of respect. And this is another thing I want to get into when it comes to, hating Sonic Teams. I had a very heated discussion with another content creator on Twitter, because that's where people like to go, to argue. But, and I just want to preface this that it's always a discussion. Having arguments, or well, not necessarily arguments, but having disagreements with each other, it's part of the process, and I think that's perfectly fine. I don't hate anyone I disagree with in terms of opinions about a blue hedgehog. I don't hate them in the slightest. I have the utmost respect for practically everyone in this community. So I always have heated discussions sometimes when it comes to opinions, and one of them was about people labeling Project Hero as the best 3D Sonic game. And when I heard that, I'm like, obviously people are not gonna think that, because Project Hero isn't a full game. So I thought that person was maybe that's an over exaggeration of what people are saying, because I really haven't seen people call it the best game, like the best Sonic game ever. It's a demo. It's a field where you run around, you know what I mean? But I know what he meant, and I know what he's saying, and I get it too, because I mean, me and him in that discussion, we're on the same side when you think about it. We both love the project, but at the same time, I'm not saying it's the best game ever. I just think that, when people say that, we know what they mean. That they don't think this is actually the best game ever made, but in terms of, Sonic's movements, controls, animations, that's the best they've seen. Now, this has also spawned a new discussion when saying that, is that disrespectful towards Sonic Team? And over the past few days, that question really bothered me, because I really was asking myself, is it disrespectful? And I don't think so. You're able to criticize stuff and to critique stuff and to add to the discussion of something without being disrespectful. By me saying, I hope Sonic Team is taking notes, I hope they can do this in the future, I'm not disrespecting anything they did in the past. It doesn't discredit, the adventure games they made, all the amazing boost formula games they made. It doesn't discredit anything they made. Heroes, all those games I love and adore, and that was part of my childhood. By me saying that this project is the best control I felt for Sonic does not discredit anything they made. And I'll tell you why. Project Hero would not exist if Sonic Team had not made what they made thus far. Fan games itself, how people, they talk about the Infinity Engine and, Sonic Utopia, all these amazing projects would not exist if we didn't have the foundation built for us already by what Sonic Team made, by the examples Sonic Team has made. And and again, and that other content creator is right. It's not a full game. There's no story there. There's no cutscenes. There's no all that other stuff that goes into game development. And of course, I don't think any Sonic game that Sonic game that I can think of has come close to being a full package, other than after like a 2D game. In terms of a 3D game, I think fan products usually are not completed. There's no story there. There's nothing like that. So yeah, of course you can. It's easy, and I said this in my video, that it's easy to suddenly play something like this and to be like, and to hate Sonic Team. And I said those exact words in my video because I don't want hate at Sonic Team. I love Sonic Team. I love them. I really do. I may disagree on some of the decisions they made in the past. I made videos where I was yelling, where I was mad at both the company for maybe saying something that wasn't true, or to all this stuff. But in the end, they always listened. Every single time I ever raised my voice at this company, they listened. When it came to the Sega Genesis Mini, after I made that video, I'm not saying it's because of me, but it was a unified voice in the community when we all said, what are you doing? Why are you working with that games? Why is Supersonic on Sonic Forces? Why does it cost money? And what did they do in both of those scenarios? They listened to us. They dropped at games. They made the Genesis Mini right, and I freaking love that console. And I hope to review it soon, by the way, rightfully so. It deserves it. And Supersonic, they made it free indefinitely in Sonic Forces. Sega listens and Sonic Team listens, and when I made those videos when I was really early into content creating. I was early on YouTube. I didn't know what I was going to be. I didn't think I would really get anywhere, but they listened to us, and after that, it's like, wow, we can really make an impact if we work together as a unified voice and to say stuff. And I really hope this community realizes that. I realized recently a lot of us can't talk to each other anymore because of drama, or we don't have the same opinions, so then we end up unfollowing people, soft blocking or blocking and doing all that stuff. And it's like, I just want to have a conversation. And I fall victim to it sometimes too, where maybe my emotions get carried away and I say something that hurts another person's feelings, and then that relationship is severed, and then we can't talk about it anymore. And that doesn't help anybody in that situation. And I really feel like if us as a community comes together and respect each other's opinions, we're not going to have the same opinion, nor do I want us to have the same opinion. I like the vast diversity we have in Sonic. It may seem like a joke at this point with how many divisions we have. Boom fans, modern fans, classic fans, movie Sonic fans are a new thing now. Boom, all this stuff. It's just like, it's a joke to some people, but I like it because it's almost like, I like it because there's always a new conversation to have with people, so a new perspective to learn. But as a result, it's so hard to cater to everyone, where now, there's always going to be that side that's displeased. And if they're displeased for too long, they start to get hostile. And I feel like we're kind of at that point now with 3D Sonic. Classic fans are still living it up. Classic Sonic is still very well prevalent after Sonic Mania. And I'm a fan, and I really think I need to say this too. I'm a fan of 3D Sonic. I grew up with 3D. I played all the games. I played 3D Sonic more than I played Classic Sonic probably. So I said buy Sonic Mania instead of Sonic Forces, but doesn't mean I hate modern Sonic. I generally like modern Sonic a lot. I just think the gameplay of modern Sonic has been in a pit recently, and I hope to get out of it. And speaking of 3D Sonic and the hatred that was being spewed at Sonic Team, I also saw this resurgence again of people throwing hate at Takashi Iizuka, the head of Sonic Team. And I still hold by this statement. If you really do that, you are ignorant, out of touch, and do not know how a company you don't know how a company works. You know, Iizuka can't do everything he wants. You know, he may be the head of Sonic Team, but he's not the head of Sega. And even the head of Sega does not dictate what happens in these games either. Sega Sammy oversees everything. It depends on what the investors want, the suit and ties at the top. It depends on what they want, and it trickles down through Sega, and then from Sega, it goes to Sonic Team. And even from there, you know, there's other branches in that field. Takashi Iizuka, honestly, I think is probably one of the best parts of Sonic Team because he genuinely loves Sonic, and people don't realize that. This guy has been around, you know, the Sonic community forever, and people don't give him the respect he deserves. He knows what Sonic's all about, what people want, and he will do his best to make it happen. But if the heads on top do not want it, he can't do it. Iizuka can't do whatever he wants, sadly. And you know, and as proof that he truly does care about this series, I want you guys to look up the SXSW reveal for TSR Overdrive Part 1. The crowd reaction to that after Part 1 played, you can see Iizuka wiping away tears from watching the reaction of fans and how much they loved Modern and all the characters coming back for that animation. You can't fake that. Iizuka cares, he loves, and for anyone that spews hate his way and blames him for any downfall this series has is incredibly ignorant. They're incredibly ignorant, and they deserve to be called out for doing that, because it's just not factually correct on how to critique or, you know, send your distaste toward a company. Iizuka can't do it all. He would love to, but he can't. You know what I mean? That's not how companies work. And in the end, I just want everyone in this community to be united again. You know, I never want hate towards Sonic Team. I love Sonic Team. I always have. I always will. But please understand that sometimes I could get frustrated, and sometimes I may say things that I don't mean. I'm not the best at, you know, conveying how I feel. It's been that way forever, and I don't think it's ever going to change. But Sonic Team is a company that honestly is undefeated in making games when it comes to Sonic. You know what I mean? When it comes to 3D Sonic, I mean. You know, no one has come close. You know, so Sonic Team deserves all the respect it deserves. It gets. You know, please, if you want to critique Sonic Team, you can, just like I did. You can critique, you can talk about, you know, gameplay, you can disagree on things, but it's all about having that discussion without spewing hate. And that's what I think we need in this community again. And that's what I wanted to get out to you guys. Just remember to talk to each other. Remember to be united, and we're all on this roller coaster together. We don't know what's the future of Sonic. I'm really hyped for the 30th anniversary. Whether, you know, whatever game it is, you guys know I like riding that hype train. It's not about, you know, usually was at the end. It's usually about, you know, the journey getting there. As much as I didn't like Sonic Forces that much, in the end, you know, the hype leading to that game, it made me meet some of the best friends I've ever met in my life. That game and Sonic Mania started my channel, and, you know, even though I didn't like the game that much, that game has did so much for people that do, you know, custom characters and, you know, all that stuff. It's the journey getting there that I really love, and I hope people understand that too. You know, just to be together in this community and just love one another. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Special thanks to my members. We got Beats, JJ, Appalooza, both Alexanders, A Luma, Super Saiyan, Sonic, Mr. Demon Doji, and Dave Ace. Again, shout out to Dave Ace for being a super awesome content creator. Please go ahead and look up his channel. He's super underrated. And Mr. Demon OG has a cool Twitch account. Please, you can follow him on Twitch. And if you want to become a member, it's only 99 cents. Feel free to join. You will be granted emojis when we go live. You could have custom emojis. You get your own badge. And if you join my Discord, you will also get a specialized Discord role for if you are a member. Again, it's just 99 cents. And if you want that special Discord role, Just go into the community section of the members only post, and the instructions will be there on how you will get that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, if you feel like somebody is in an argument, or if both people are in an argument, feel free to share this video if you want. I really want people to, I really want this community to love one another again, and, you know, and to just talk again. I feel like we're getting more divided, and I really don't want that. So with all that said, this is Sam signing out. See you later, Procrastinator.